Less than 24 hours until our first female vice president is sworn in. Because Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, Minnesota's first female senator, is the top Democrat on the Rules Committee. That means that she has had a really key role in all of this. She's spent months planning the inauguration, and tomorrow she will be the one who introduces Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor to swear in Vice President Harris and Chief Justice John Roberts to swear in President Biden. She will introduce the newly sworn-in president as he delivers his inaugural address. Senator Klobuchar told the Star Tribune today in her hometown, quote, "It's on all of us to cherish it and to pass it on to the next generation. It is on all of us to take up its torch." Joining us now, Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota, top Democrat on the Joint Congressional Committee on the Inaugural Ceremonies, which means that she's been working triple time for months. Senator, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you, Rachel. And we are really looking forward to tomorrow. I don't think any of us, Senator Roy Blunt is the chair of the inauguration. We're doing it together. Anticipated that we would be planning this when we started a year ago with the pandemic and insurrection, the behavior of Donald Trump. But we always believe that we must go forward and that this is the moment, especially after 2 weeks ago, we will be on the very platform where those rioters and insurrectionists came up, broke the windows. You'll still see some of the spray paint on the bottoms of the columns tomorrow. But I think it'll remind everyone of how precious our democracy is and just why this inauguration is so important, and that Joe and Kamala deserve the magic of that moment, but really our country needs that healing in the moment to see a new president taking the reins, to hear his vision for the nation, how he's going to get us through the pandemic. And that started tonight with that elegant, elegant memorial service.
I know that you are a planner and you are good at time management, and you are a person who likes to have things done the way you like to have things done. I've learned that much about you in the years covering you while you have been in the Senate. I have to ask you in all candor, what's worrying you the most about tomorrow?
Well, I mean, everyone, of course, is focused on security, as we should be after the last 2 weeks. The Secret Service is in charge of this event, which is different than what happened at the Capitol. You've seen the military presence, and I will note at past inaugurations, including President Obama's, there was significant National Guard presence, but they are there and they are ready. And I don't want us to overlook the meaning of this event for our country, to have President Bush there, Vice President Pence, to have the leaders from both parties there to tell the world, this is our new president and vice president. We are proud of them, and we wish them well and want them to unite our nation. That's what tomorrow is about. No matter what Donald Trump wants to do in the morning, I have no idea. I'm going to be at church with the Bidens. That's how they are starting their day, as well as Kamala and Doug. And we'll see a new beginning. And it's something like 13 hours from now.
Senator, we expect Vice President Mike Pence to be there tomorrow, and we've seen emerge over the past few days a sort of strange pattern where it almost feels like the vice president is acting as president. He's doing a lot of the ceremonial and dignified and sort of decent things that presidents tend to do at the end of their term. For example, thanking service members for their service and thanking members of the administration for their service. And today, presiding over a coronavirus task force meeting. All things that you would expect the president to be doing, but Vice President Pence has been doing them instead. Should we expect any sort of visible role for him tomorrow, or will he just be one person among many up on the dais?
He will be very visible because he is the highest representative of the Republican Party. I know that those of us running the inauguration will escort him down the steps of the Capitol when the event ends. I know he's going to be acknowledged by many that are there. And it is, again, part of the tradition of an inauguration. You go back to when George Washington posed a question really to himself, and he said, what's the most important part of this grand experiment of our democracy? And he answered it himself, and he said, not the election of the first president, but the second. Because our country is about a transfer of power, a peaceful transfer of power. We aren't naive about this. We know what people tried to do 2 weeks ago, but it makes this all the more important that Americans and all those little kids that wrote to Kamala that you just featured, Rachel, are going to be able to see this moment up on the stage. They're going to know anything and everything is possible when they see her take the oath, but they're also going to know that our country is once again governing from the heart and governing with goodwill.
Senator Amy Klobuchar, the top Democrat on the Joint Congressional Committee on the inaugural ceremonies. I know you will not sleep overnight, but tomorrow is going to be a big day. Thanks for making some time to be with us tonight.
Thank you, Rachel.
All right. I'll tell you,